Video, I give all glory, honor, and praise to the Most High. Y'all know what time it is? It is time for our pop up live, okay? That's what time it is. So I just wanted to stop in to do a mental wellness check in with you all. Y'all know I like to, I'm trying to see what's going on here. Oh, they got a new thing. Y'all know how they have, but how is everyone doing today before I get into what I was just looking at over here? I hope everyone is doing well today. If it's not going well, I hope it becomes well. Um, but what I was just looking at over here was, what is it? You know how they have those funerals and then they have that tag on one side of your car to let you know that you're in a funeral. These cars just passed by now. They got it in the front of their rear view mirror. I don't know how that could be able to, for people to see more, but yeah, that's what type of cars just passed by. They had the tag in the front. So anyway, I just wanted to stop in. Let me get my glasses to say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Hoping all is well with everyone. Let me see, where my glasses at? All right, there's my glasses so I can be able to see. But I was just thinking about something that I've been watching, hearing, and sometimes all of us is pretty much sounding the same. Sometimes we think that situations that we are in is just us exclusively. We really think that we're the only person that experiencing that particular thing, but that's not always the case. That is not always the case. Sometimes exactly what you are experiencing, someone else is experiencing the exact same thing at the exact same time, right? Experiencing the same thing at the same time. So when I'm doing these a wellness checkup in, a lot of times I'm either hearing or seeing what's going on in other people's journey, and this journey is called life, and seeing how, you know what I'm saying, if I can resonate with their situations, because all of us have similar situations in life. All of our situations are similar. I know we try to categorize it separately, but they are similar. And one of the things that I've been just hearing and even just seeing are when people, when you hold on to things that's not trying to hold on to you. I don't care if it's holding on to a relationship. I don't care if you're holding on to a job. I don't care if you're holding on to love. Holding on to things just not, hello to everyone coming in. Holding on to things just not holding back on to you. I think in this season it's time to evaluate your life, is evaluate your choices, because there's no need to hold on to people, places, and things that's really crying out to let you go. And what happens sometimes is they don't want to let you go, even though they're not reciprocating the love, the attention, the affection, or whatever it is. They're not reciprocating that, but they won't let you go. But now you got to be in a season to ask yourself a question. Am I holding on to people, places, and things just not holding on to me? It's like if you working at a job, right? And your boss is trying to find every excuse to fire you, but they can't find no legitimate reason to let you go. You're there on time. Your performance is up to par. Whatever it is, they trying to find something, but they really, you know what I'm saying? They really just can't find. Thank you, everybody that's coming in. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget the thumbs up. They really trying to find something, but they can't. So you holding on to this job and you like, no, I'm not going to let this job go. I know they're trying to get rid of me, but I'm going to make sure that I perform well. I'm going to make sure that I come in early, stay late. And you just holding on to that thing. And it could be something just pulling you away from it. And you should be trying to figure that out. Like, why am I holding on so tightly to this job? I know we have responsibilities. I know we have all of the things, bills. But why am I holding on to something that's pulling away from me? What could be, I guess the unknown is so scary that we're not willing to make that change to say, you know what? I know that if I let this go, I don't know what's on the other side of this. And it could be something beautiful on the other side of this thing that you're holding on to, but you're afraid. You're afraid. It could be a relationship. You know that person is not loving you. You know that person is in your life for one reason only. There's a need for you. And I always tell people, there's no problem of a person needing you, but can you want me as well? It has to be a need and a want in a relationship. It cannot be one-sided. Oh, I need you. I need you. That's great. But do you want me? Because if you don't want me, that's going to show. That's going to reflect in our relationship. Oh, yeah, you got a great need for me, but you don't want me. And if you can do this thing on your own, you would. Or if this job, if they had somebody that can do this better, they would. And you just holding on for like dear life, don't want to let this thing go. And you don't know what could be waiting on the other side. So many times you may have left one job to get an even better job. You have left one relationship to get even a better relationship. You have left one car and now you got a better car. It's like we have to get to a point. Thank you for the hearts. We have to get to a point where it's when it's time to let go, let go. And you know, you can even have a conversation with whatever that thing is to say, I just been noticing, you know what I'm saying, that this relationship is one-sided. I think sometimes we are afraid to even have that conversation because even maybe we don't want to be confrontational, maybe we don't want to know the truth, whatever the reason it is, it's like something is holding us back from actually proposing a question to whether it's a job, whether it be a relationship, whatever it may be. We kind of afraid to ask the question to say, you know what? I feel like this is an unbalanced type of situation. Tell me what your thoughts, tell me what your views are. Let's see if we can, get to a resolution, right? Let's get to some type of resolution. Am I not performing well? Are you having an issue with my whatever? Because some people, they like to beat around the bush. And then it makes you kind of like question yourself. It makes you question your abilities. When actually it's not on you, it's on them. But some people can make you feel like it's you and it's not them. They won't propose the question. They won't ask any question. They just do those annoying things to be annoying. And you thinking to yourself, what am I? What am I? What am I? No, it's not you. Stop thinking it's you. If nobody brings any questions to you, you shouldn't be bringing it to yourself. So, because it's hard to answer a question that has not been asked. You know what I'm saying? How do I address something that someone haven't even asked me anything about? But here we are, deciphering this thing on our own thoughts and our own minds, saying, maybe if I, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if I, and we put this responsibility back on us instead of allowing the person who has the problem address you and ask you questions. So we just holding on and you like, wow, why am I holding on so tight? And be careful what you hold on tight to and you pray, because your hand will be released. You be praying like, I just want to know what. I want to know what is the problem with my boss, what is the problem with my mom, my dad, my husband, my wife, whatever the thing may be. I want to know what the problem is. And they will answer, and then you get those answers. So stop trying to figure it out by yourself, because sometimes it's hard to be in something all alone. You don't know, you just making up questions. You're like, wow, I don't know what's his problem. I don't know what's her problem. I don't know what the problem is. And they just nitpicking, and you like, what is the problem? Can you talk to me? Hey, Aisha, everybody that's coming in, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the hearts. But that's what I was just thinking about. A lot of times, Don, thank you. A lot of times we battle things that we shouldn't be battling with. It's like we got a whole war going on in our thoughts, all because somebody has an issue with you and they are not addressing it. They'll make you feel like you're the problem, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and you trying to figure out, well, maybe if I start doing this, and maybe if I start acting this way, or maybe if I do this, maybe you need to just pump your brakes and say, you know what, if you got an issue with me, be man enough, be woman enough to talk to me. I was hearing this young lady yesterday. She was on Facebook, and she shared something that made me even want to have this conversation. She said that she hasn't spoke to her mother in 10 years. Okay, she haven't spoken to her mother in 10 years because her mom was toxic. Her mom did not want to see her elevate. Her mom did not want to see her grow. Her mom did not want to see anything positive going on with her. So she hasn't talked to her mom in 10 years. And she said the only how her mom have any type of dialogue is through Facebook, because her mom friended her on Facebook. Or they friended, I don't know how that went. I guess they friended each other. And she said that she even stopped commenting. You know how somebody leave you a comment and you address the comment, or you comment the comment? She said she had to let that go. And I'm thinking, like, 10 years ago, I would have had a real problem with that. Like, oh no, you talk to your mom, you talk to your dad. Oh no, you know what I'm saying? I was just speaking from a level of not understanding what some people have done to, whether they their husband or wife or their children, life, that they just don't want to have anything else to do with you. And when you know that you are the culprit of ruining somebody's life, don't try to switch it and bring it back on them to make them feel like they're doing something wrong, or they're the problem. If they remove themselves, they saying that if I am the problem, I'm going to remove myself. Now here you are chasing behind me when you're saying I'm the problem. And for her mom to try to be in her comments, it's letting me know you're chasing behind your daughter when your daughter is saying stop. I think it's very respectful of her to not have any dealings with you than to have a toxic relationship with you. You cannot hurt people and then expect them to just stay there for the rest of their lives to be hurt by you. One day they're going to be saying, like, what is wrong with me? I don't care if it's your child. I don't care who that person is. We all human beings, and we all have our own roles and crosses to bear. And when you have that person, it's just constantly, hey, Angela, when you got that person just constantly not doing right by you, you like, you know what? I don't care. It's been 50 years. It's like, you know what? The 51st year, I'm done. I'm done. I don't have to die like this. So I really respected what she was saying. But I'm telling you, back in the day, I would have been like, because she mentioned this too. She said, honor your mother and your father. And she said, I honor you by not talking to you. Because by not talking to you, we don't have to have no toxic relationship. She said, you scarred me and you hurted me and you did wrong by me. And now you want to keep that fuel. You want to keep that, Be careful with the enemy. He'll keep that flame going. He'll fan that flame. He'll fan that flame. They keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But it comes a point in your life where you just got to say, you know what, enough is enough. And she said enough. That was her thing. She was like, enough. She said, I'm okay. And sometimes when you okay, when you away from, all that toxicness, you begin to heal. And sometimes people, you would think they don't care, but they kind of like to see you still sad. I think that's sad that a person would want you to continue in your sadness. Oh, I hurted her. Oh, I hurted him. I want them to always feel that hurt. Okay, I felt it. Okay, now it's time for me to heal. So I looked at her, I looked at the situation totally different, and I was like, you know what, young lady, I understand. I totally understand. I don't know why somebody will continuously want to be in your life who don't really want to be there. They're there just to tear you down. They are not there to build you up. They are not there to make sure your well-being. They are there literally to tear you down. And if you continue in that low state of your life where somebody is constantly tearing you down and you don't remove yourself from that toxicness, then that's on you. Somehow you in agreement with that behavior. I know you don't think you're in agreement with it, but somehow you are in agreement with that type of behavior. Until you do not agree with that behavior, it's when you remove yourself, because they would never remove themselves. A toxic person, they'll stay there for the long haul. They will stay there for the long haul. They be like, nope. As long as I can continue in it, I'm going to continue in it. Until you have to make that executive decision to say, nope, no more. So I was just, talking about the young lady that, if you're just tuning in, that I was hearing her story on Facebook about her and her mom not having a good relationship, and she haven't talked to her mom over 10 years, and only how her mom can talk to her is through Facebook. And the mom is very agitated by her daughter not talking to her. When she tried to explain her mom, a lot of her hurt and her pain came from her mom, and her mom wants to continue hurting her, and she don't want that hurt anymore. She just don't want it. And it's like the mom is actually chasing her to really just continue on, not to ask for forgiveness, not to try to mend the situation, but basically just to continue on with that craziness. And she just said she just wasn't impressed by it anymore. She just didn't want to have anything else to do with it. And so, life is beautiful. And sometimes you got to say, life is beautiful and life is short. And I don't want to spend the rest of my time loving people who just don't love me back. When you just know people in your life who you love and they're not loving you back, honey, make that choice. Because really you're saying, I don't love myself, but I love you. And even, me and my sister always talk about this verse in the book of Matthew when they asked the Messiah what was the two greatest commandments, and he said, love the Most High with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. A lot of times people get that latter end mixed up. Love your neighbor, yes, as you love yourself. How do I love myself? How do I show myself that I'm loving myself, that I may love my neighbor? Sometimes we love the neighbor more than you love yourself. Sometimes you do things for people that you wouldn't even do for yourself. Sometimes you'll go to bat for people and you wouldn't even go bets for yourself. So just understanding the word of the Most High and understanding what he's saying and just understanding life in general, you start putting things in its proper perspective and really get the spiritual meaning of the matter. Like I'm really loving myself in such a way that I am willing to walk away and be graceful. The way that I'm hearing people taking people out, be graceful if you're able to walk away from a toxic situation. If I'm able to walk away from it, hallelujah, that I'm able to walk away the more I hear about people not able to walk away from certain situations because they stayed too long, because you just stayed too long. You thought you was doing the right thing. You can't change a made up mind. You can never change a made up mind. I don't care what you say, what you do, what you purchase. A made up mind is a made up mind. And the young lady made up her mind that she didn't want to have anything else to do with her mom behavior. Her mom scarred her. Her mom hurt her deeply. Her mom, and then when you have that parent that did that to you, everybody else that hurts you, scarred you, it's just like a ball of fire. It's just until one day you like, you know what? I got to figure out how to put this fire out. And the way that you pull it out is you just start pulling back. Like, nope, 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 nope. And that's what you have to do. So in today's mental wellness check, I like to do the mental wellness check-in. I want you to just check in on yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to check in on other, but just asking myself, I would say this in every one of those lives. How are you doing? I know we can tell other people, how you doing today? How you doing today? How you doing? But I love to ask myself, how are you doing today? How can I make my day better that I may make somebody else's day better? Because I don't want to make nobody else's days better and my day is not good. Like, I don't want to have that mindset like I used to. I want to take care of everybody around me, but I'm not being taken care of. So I ask myself a question, how are you today? And when I say I'm doing good, now that goodness can flow over to my neighbor. But I'm not going to pretend like, you know what I'm saying, that everybody else's feelings is more important than how I am feeling. I need to feel good because I work around people. And so I need to feel good so I can pour that energy. I don't like when people who, they pour whatever they're going through off on other people, because other people are experiencing things too. And you like, I'm just in a bad mood. I understand that. But if I wasn't the person that put you there, don't take it out on me. Because you're going to release all that negative energy on me. And then the person who you actually have the problem with, they don't get any of that. So save that, reserve that, and treat me like I'm treating you. I treat you well, treat me well. That's it. That's all. So check in on self today, making sure that you are okay. And by you being okay, it's good for, it rolls over. A smile changes the trajectory of the whole day. A hello can save somebody's life. We just don't know how all these things works. But I know good energy, it travels, as well as bad energy. So I want you to give yourself some grace today. Okay, have grace on yourself today and just pour out as much good energy into yourself that it will fall over or roll over to someone else having a better day. I hope that bless someone. I hope that helps someone today, because your health is everything. It ain't till your health start going down that you realize my health is everything. So I want you to check in with yourself to make sure you are okay. I want to say thank you all so very much for checking in with me today. I appreciate it so, so very much. I hope you guys have the most amazing day, okay? If your day is not amazing yet, I hope it becomes amazing. If you haven't had a chance to thumbs up, make sure you thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Until then, see you later.